Good morning, everybody. Can't wait to move and stretch with you. Really need it. It'd be nice to, just have some time out. Apologies, I've got wet hair today. I just had a quick wash a bit last minute. So let's have a good stretch. I'll invite you to lie on your backs today to start, and then we'll get going from there. So yes, happy Sunday. To breathe and stretch with you guys is such a treat. So thank you so much for logging in with me. Genuinely mean that. Put the music going. Oh. Let's lie back. Taking this little bit of time to, wiggle, find that little sweet spot. Deciding whether you want the knees bent or extended, or if you want to take a bit more space in your room, maybe taking the legs a little bit wider. And then beginning to just really open up. Allowing the toes to drop out on opposite ways. Allowing maybe the shoulders, see if they naturally kind of relax closer to the ears. Can you wiggle them down, find that little bit of space? Is there any way that the head feels comfier? Maybe the backs of the hands, backs of the arms, palms facing up. And if the legs feel extended, if there's anything, any niggle in the lower back, do not ever be afraid to bend those knees and take it a little softer. And let's breathe when you're ready. We're going to breathe in nice and slow. And slowly breathing out. So I'm breathing in slowly. And slowly breathing out. And again, a nice slow third breath. Take the inhale a little slower. And exhale. Slowing down the breath to begin to slow down the body and the mind. And if the body's beginning to rest, just invite you to bring yourself to a place in your mind's eye where you're lying near a beautiful beach. And as you take those breaths in and out, breathing in, listening to that sound. Breathing out, mouth closed, exhale. See if you can just imagine the sound of the drawing in and out, the ebb of the and flow of the water. The ocean as it moves in and out. You can kind of just soften and relax. That beautiful softness. Almost feeling the water as you breathe in and out, that drawing in and drawing out. Often synonymous with one of the most peaceful places we can find ourselves as humans. Walking by the water, resting. This time of year, feeling the sunlight on the face, a little breeze, smell of the sea. Just bask in it, soaking it all up, and enjoying that peacefulness in nature. The gratitude today in our practice for beauty, nature, the beauty of this slow ending of the spring. As we move into next week, we're moving into that summer solstice. So we've got one more week as we straddle these two different seasons. Just soaking up this beautiful shift. When you're ready, just begin to move the head left to right See if you can get that little stretch in the neck. A little movement, a little bit of flow here. Inhale. And slowly exhale. If there's any intention you wanted to set for the practice today, wish something that works for you, just take that time now. And if not, let's just flow with the intention of just being grateful this moment, this month, this season. Slowly bringing the head back to center. If the legs are extended, let's just bend those knees. You're going to inhale, draw both knees in towards the chest, and just take a little rock side to side. Again, you can involve the head or you can keep it straight, just feeling it out. What's going on? How has that changed? Where do you feel any tightness? Feel it in the hips, the lower back, the knees. Is everything feeling good and soft? Just breathe through, noticing the body, meeting yourself there, wherever you are. And go the ego and just breathe in and be. Two. Lovely, we're going to come to stillness. Just bring the hands on the knees. Let's take those circles nice and wide today. Keep the connection with the lower back. Big circles here. Just a little bit of work in the hips. Inhale and exhale. Nice. Aiming for a little whole body stretch today. A little bit of challenges in there, a little bit of strengthening and stretching. Take what you need, leave what feels it's not yet for you today. Take any sort of changes, moderations that you know to push further, to pull back. Make the hour yours. 3, 2, and 1. Then go straight into happy baby, opening the knees just a little wider, holding here, seeing how you feel. Inhale and slowly exhale. Beautiful. Now here, if you can feel that openness just stick, if it feels tight, you wanted to reach the feet up. You can kick them up a little bit, take the knees a little further towards the armpits again. If it's feeling a little tight at the beginning of class, use the hands to support, or you can walk the hands a little lower and find that lovely little rocking motion. Noticing the spine, the lower back, the glutes, the hips, breathing through. Nice place to start today. Checking in, breath and body for 4, 3, inhale and exhale 2, and 1. Really relaxing in the face. And then when you're ready, coming to stillness or keeping the rock if that feels really good. You can also come to that stillness, work the tailbone down if you'd like. Just feel a little bit of that work here, pushing the shoulder blades down. 3, deep breaths in and out. 2, and 1. Lovely, rolling those ankles. Nice. 3, roll the other direction. 2, maybe rolling again, switching directions, and 1, bending in those knees, just feeling out those hips. How are they feeling in the start of the session? Bringing the feet down onto the mat. Well done. Let's walk the heels in towards the glutes. We're going to take our little back bends, bringing the palms down, squeezing and lifting just a little bit. Taking it slow to start. See how it's feeling and coming down. Feel every vertebrae and then spine. Taking it slow down. You got it. Breathing in. I'm going to squeeze. We're lifting. We're just getting a little stretch. You can often feel it in the tops of the legs, lifting the lower back, maybe a middle of the back. Maybe feels comfortable going higher. See what feels good to you. Try not to bow the knees out though. See if you can squeeze them in and then lift. Nice one. Palms down. Maybe wiggling the elbows in. Interlace the fingers if that feels right today. Chin towards the chest. Good. If it feels way too much, just take it really shallow. Everybody coming down. Unraveling from wherever you chose to be. And exhale, bring it down. Nice one. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. And again, let's take that lovely back bend, that little bit of it's like a little hit of caffeine for the body, waking it up. That lovely back bend to begin, lifting up as far as feels comfortable to you. It can be really shallow, it could be a little bit deeper. You can do the interlaced fingers, you can push up. You can bring it down, whatever feels good. If you want to lift those heels and get a little bit of a stretch into the toes, you can. Maybe dropping one heel and then lifting the opposite, one and then the other. Totally up to you. Just keep the neck and the chin drawing in towards the chest. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing the whole body down. Take your time and draw both knees in towards the chest. Chin coming in as well. Big squeeze here, feeling that little bit of a counter pose, making yourself into a tiny little ball. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing the head down and the feet onto the mat. Lovely. We're going to wiggle the feet a little wider so that the feet, the outer edges of it, are roughly in line with the mat, taking it to the side. Good. Again, we want to kind of take a nice stretch of the spine if we're building in towards. Today we're going to work a little bit of on the side, a little bit of our side plank. So we're having a nice stretch here. We don't have to go into full side plank. Maybe it feels good today for you, your choice. So we can stay here if that feels good. Hands on the belly, breathing to the belly. Or option 2 is to interlace the fingers, reach the hands up alongside the ears. Inhale. Breath in, feel the breath fill the ribs, and exhale. Good. Breathing in. Nice one, everybody. Deep breath and exhale. Amazing. Inhale, bringing the knees back to center and dropping them to the other side. Again, if it feels tight, you want the hands onto the belly. That's a great place to be, that beautiful belly breath. Breathing in, fill that belly. Or option 2, reach the arms up alongside the ears. And with the arms lifted, it just shifts the breath, belly and ribs. So it doesn't matter which, both breathing styles are great. Get a little bit of both with the arms up. A little bit more focus on the belly with the hands down. Again, both beautiful benefits. Great twisting, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly bringing the knees back to center. Good. You can bring the hands back down if you like. Now we're going to twist over. Maybe see if we can line the feet up and maybe grab the toes on the left side. So I'll show you what I mean. We're going to drop the knees over and see how that feels. If they're lifted and it feels really tight, just stay there. If you're quite good, if the twist feels comfy and the legs come down, absolutely lovely. Hands on belly. Or I want you to see the shape. I'll show you from here. Imagine I'm lying on the ground. You can take that back toe and draw it in, but on the ground. This. Good. So I've got my left toes in my hand, just drawing that leg up. It might feel a little bit too much. It might feel nice to draw it up. As you take that twist, it's up to you. 3, 2, and 1. You can release, bring both knees up. Good. Taking it to the other side. So you're drawing the knees over. You just have that lovely little twist, same shape. Maybe see if we can reach for the toes. Right hand to right toes. Maybe just drawing that foot up a little bit. And you absolutely don't have to. You have to just get a little bit of work in the quads. Just a little bit different dynamic in your twist. Relaxing the lower back if you can. Feels too much, just bring the foot back away. Go back a stage. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Just bringing the foot up, bringing both knees back up. Inhale, knees come in. Nose comes towards the knees, big squeeze. Good. And just bring the head back down, hands on the knees. We're just going to take some circles. Bring the knees out and around. Getting a little massage in the lower back. That's what you want. Feeling kind of all 4 corners of that lower back. You can feel a little reset. Good. Next time the knees are drawing in, just see if you can move the circles the other direction. Take a breath with me. 5. Relaxing in the forehead, softening in the jaw. 3. Nice one, everybody. 2. And 1. Beautiful. Bringing it in. A little movement in the neck, left to right, little stretch here. Inhale and exhale, bringing the head back to center. Beautiful. Now you've got your option. You can roll over towards the right hand side and slowly sitting up from fetal position. If you're in a rock and roll mood, cross the ankles, grab the toes. See if you can just take a little bit of movement forward and back. The process to get there is great, even if you don't quite get up, feeling that little massage. And then from here, if you do have that momentum, the core's giving you that little extra push, lift up, or you can roll to the side and come up to a nice upright position. Beautiful. Breathing in and slowly breathing out. Awesome. If you want to grab a little drink, you absolutely can. Nice little warm-up team. Beautiful. I'll take a little bit of a stretch at the start today in the neck, moving a little bit into the side body, just to build up towards a little bit of a warmer flow for us today. Cheers, my lovely friends. Inhale and exhale, draw the shoulders down. Good. We're going to take that right ear to the right shoulder and bring it back to center. A little bit flowy, left ear to left shoulder. We'll bring it back. Just find some nice, slow, deep breaths. Inhaling. Exhale. Deep breaths in. That's it. No, I don't know about you. This is just genuinely that space for years of my life that I've pulled that tension. It's important to move and flow here with sensitivity and softness. Good to the neck. Your pace. 3. Deep breaths. 2. And 1. Slowly bringing the head back to center. Breathing in, roll the shoulders up and back. Big circles. Just really go for it. Dropping it back. If you wanted to add in the spine, you know where you're headed. Really rolling, chest draws forward as the shoulders draw back. We tap under in the pelvis as we roll forward. Again, if that feels good, build in that upper body. If it feels better, just to keep the shoulder rolls going, it was really working for you. Really just do you here. Just trying to find a little bit of a release. For 4, 3, 2. And a little smile if you like. 1. Inhale. And exhale, coming back to a nice, tall, upright position. Beautiful. Inhaling, we're going to slowly exhale, draw the shoulders down. Drawing it in from the core, that lovely little floating rib, tuck it in. We're going to draw the chin down towards the chest. Now with the shoulders drawing down, if you're like me, you're already feeling that. That might be where you stay. You just breathe into those really tight spots in the neck. Option 2 is to bend into the elbows, bring the hands on the top of the head. So you're going to just bring them on the back of the head, the lower part of the head. It might feel okay. Now, again, you're in charge here. You can bring the elbows in towards the temples and maybe use the hands slowly as a little bit of a sandbag as you draw the chin in a bit deeper towards the chest. Use the hands to kind of support you with that little bit of extra weight if you find it really tight today. Just let go, or you can keep the hands really soft on the head, opening the elbows wide, or just keep the hands away. Again, all of us need to listen. Do what's right for you. For 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly lifting the head up. If the hands are behind the head, great. If not, looking up is great. You can have the hands down, looking up towards the ceiling. Arms can be wherever feels. Exhale, bringing the chin back. 1 more. Chin to chest. Good. Again, bringing the elbows in are optional. Keeping them wider might feel good today. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, lifting up and slowly bringing the hands down. Beautiful. We're going to bring the right hand down. Inhale, lifting up with the left, taking a lovely little side stretch. Beautiful. This is great for us just to get that little bit of a warm up in the side body as we build into a little sequence into side plank. Good. You can move the neck if you like. Build in a little bit of stretch here as we reach over, push down into that left hip and reach over with the right hand, draw the shoulders down. Now try not to bend too much into that right hand on the mat, but maybe work to find that lovely arch. Making a little half rainbow here. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, beautiful, reaching those arms nice and wide. Let's bring the left hand down, reaching up, taking a little bit softer, maybe quite small, building in. Again, this time it's that right hip that's drawing down. Good. Deep breaths with me. Breathing in. Little smile if you like. Breathing out, just enjoying, feeling that movement. Feeling the warmth in your homes. So different than us practicing a few months ago. Starting the class wrapped up in our jumpers. 3, 2, I'm going to find a little bit of stillness, and 1. Good. So reaching over, we're really trying to push down, sit bone into the floor, arching here, not sinking into that left arm, holding and reaching. Good. Breathe with me. And breathing out. 3, nice. 1, 2, and 1. Inhale, slowly coming all the way back up, arms wide. Good. We're gonna just rotate the thumbs down, down, down. Allow the shoulders and the spine to rotate down as well, chin to chest. Inhale, we're reaching up and looking up to the sky as you rotate the palms and the hands up as far as you can. Good. Heart open, chest open. We're all ready for that summer, ready to receive, finding gratitude in June, in the spring, for that growth, that shift, that change, the beauty. Inhale. So we exhale, rotating the thumbs down. Like a bowing down in gratitude as well. Good. Inhale, reaching up. And hold. Exhale, tucking it under, roll the thumb. Let everything arch, chin to chest. 3, 2, and 1. Breathing in, coming back to center. We're going to swoop the hands up alongside the ears, twist towards the right hand side and bring the hands down. See if you can lift up tall from the crown of the head. Breath to belly. Just really building into those twists. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, reaching out. Nice one, everybody. And exhale, twisting to the other side. Again, don't worry, the hands don't have to be in front of the knee. They can be if you want. See if you can take it a little bit. Deep breath in. Twist in towards the back. Nice one. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale for 3. Nice one for 2. And 1. Inhale, coming back to center. And exhale. Let it out of the mouth. 1 more. Nice cleansing breath like that. Breathing in. Out through the mouth. Let it go. Cheers, team. We're going to come to tabletop. Swinging the legs through or around to the side. If your floor is particularly hard, maybe thinking we're going to do a little sequence here. on the knees. So just be ready to make it as good of an experience as possible before you can roll the mat from the back or grab some padding, a pillow, whatever suits being at home. Nice one, hands nice and wide, shoulders in line with the wrists. We're going to sink back into child's pose as far as feels comfortable, arms extended. And slowly draw in from your core, leaning forward. Now, if the back feels sore, take it here. If it feels comfortable to drop the pelvis and lift up, you absolutely can. Using the core, lifting up. Now sinking back. Breathing in, moving forward. Now I'm going to encourage you, I'm just going to give you a count of 5 here to move forward and back. Take some slow, deep breaths and just enjoy this little flow for 5. Staying as long as you want, in whichever position feels good. You've got it. 4. Let's take some slow, deep breaths. 2. Next one. Last one, finishing a little rock forward and back. And when you're ready, finding a little tabletop with me here. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in. We're going to extend and draw that right leg out. We're going to draw the nose in towards the knee for 2. And extend. Good. You know the deal. Drawing it in from the core, 2. And then taking a step on your 3rd one. Drawing it in. Nice big step. Good. This time, instead of coming up into the lunge, we're going to wiggle. So left foot comes back. And we're going to wiggle the front foot slightly forward. And then coming in thinking that we're in warrior 2 from the knee. That's where we want to be. Good. So with inhaling, the arms come wide, and exhale. See if you can line up those middle fingers. And exhaling, drawing in from your core. So we don't want this. I'm going to show you from this position. We don't want the tailbone back and the chest leaning forward. We want to tuck under. Rotate so that that knee's rotating outwards, arms wide. And it might just be a little bit, we just sink a little bit into that knee. Looking forward to that middle finger and slowly coming back up. Breathing in. Nice. And breathing out. Breathing in. Breathing out. Sinking and holding here. If you feel like you need to come out of it, that's fine. Otherwise, stay a little bit forward. Softening in the face. 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, coming all the way up. We're going to take that outer hand and reach up. We don't want it in line with the shoulder. We want it a little bit forward. You can be on a fist as well. We're going to just see if we can shift the weight to the hand and to the knee. Good. Inhale. That top hand, right hand comes up, or your right hand can be onto the hip. It's up to you. Breathing in, we're going to lift up into that leg. Drawing in from your core, tucking in, or the toe stays on the mat and we still tuck under. Good. If you want to take a little crunch with me, you can bend your elbow and your knee in the top hand and we crunch it in. Good. Knee comes in towards the chest and we reach, maybe extend it out. You could also bring it to the floor. Up to you, drawing it in and out. Good. And in and out. Good. Remember the leg can come to the mat or lifted. In and out. Nice one, everybody. In and out. Beautiful. Bringing that leg back down to the floor. Reaching as far as you can this time over towards that left-hand side. Arch the body. Nice wide stance. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Then we're going to take that right hand. We're going to walk it forward, forward, forward. We're going to swing that right foot back in and come back into tabletop position. Inhale, sinking down into a nice child's pose. Drop it down. You've got it. Come rock the forehead if you want on your mat. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. We're going to bring the hands forward. Inhale, we're going to take our lovely peeling the body up and leaning forward with the pelvis. decide where you want to be with that spine, drawing in and coming back to nice tabletop position. Good. When you're ready, breathing in. Extend the left leg, bend the knee, nose to knee. Nice little arch. Take your breath in as you extend. Nice one. Exhale, drawing it in. Nice work, everyone. Inhale, extend. Good. We're going to bend the knee. Take a beautiful quick step forward. You've got it. Then we're going to swing right foot back, and the left foot stays at the toes face the short edge, but wiggle the foot in a little bit inward so that we can come all the way up and turn to face that side. Nice one, everybody. Good. So just take any adjustments that you need, but remember, we don't want this. We don't want to be leaning forward. We're going to lift up in the chest, draw the shoulders down, squeeze and tuck under, opening a little bit here in the hip. Inhale, reaching it nice and wide for me. And exhale, drop the shoulders down, lining up those middle fingers. Good. Remembering we're not reaching with the upper body, we're just sinking into that knee. Hello to those lovely hips. And coming up. Take it slow, it can be really small. Tuck in under. You can see where a little bit of warm up is building us into a little bit of this work. And exhale. Drawing in from the core. Nice little sink. And up. And here's our opportunity to hold if that feels right for you today. Holding. A little bit deeper. Good. Looking forward in that middle finger, feeling really strong. Thinking warrior, feel like I'm drawing up from the top of the head as you sink. Good. 3, 2, 1. Slowly coming all the way back up. That right hand reaches as a little bit further out. Remember, we don't want it in line with the shoulder. We're going to bring it out, or you can bring it a fist. See if you can shift the weight in that direction. Nice one. Good. Bringing the hand wherever feels comfortable. And again, we don't want that tailbone sticking out. We want to tuck under. An option is here to always work with the toe on the mat, or you can lift up. Inhale, if you wanted to lift that leg up, you absolutely can. No obligation. Good. Holding here, lifting, drawing in from your core, breathing in, breathing out. Maybe reaching the hand up, bending in the knee and the elbow come together. And reaching out, either dropping the toe on the mat or lifting it and crunching in. Nice one, everybody. Really great. Stretching where you need to, drawing it in. And extend. In and extend. Lovely. Feeling that warmth. And extend. Good. We're going to bring the foot down. We're going to reach forward, walking the hands forward, forward, forward. Good. And slowly begin just to pivot the back knee. The front knee comes in. Inhale. Let's take the knees really wide, big toes to touch, and sinking into your version of child's pose with the knees a little bit deeper, a little bit wider here. Nice one. Deep breaths in and out. Inhale, softening in the forehead and out. Beautiful. Inhale. You can stay there and just keep breathing, or I'm going to give you an option just to lift up here. If it feels really deep in with the knees wide, you can bring the knees back in so that they're hip distance. I'm just going to do a little thread the needle while we're here. So we're going to inhale, reach up in the left hand, and exhale, bringing down. You can bring the elbow down, bring the back of the elbow and the hand down, or you can reach all the way through as we take this little reset. So again, lots of options there. The knees feel like it's too much with that wide-legged child's pose, bring them back. Draw the shoulders down and away from each other in this position, reaching forward with the right fingertips, maybe pushing into the mat. Good. 3. Nice little twist. Time to stretch out in the shoulders. 2 and 1. Good. Walking that right hand back in towards the face, pushing into that hand to lift us up. Bringing that left hand forward. Inhale, reach up with the right hand. Exhale, bringing that elbow down. Staying here, that might be enough. If it feels comfortable to twist, bring in from the shoulder to the elbow to the wrist, the back of that arm all the way down the cheek. Maybe reaching forward,
with the left fingertips, draw the shoulders down, sinking into the hips. Again, rotating shoulders down and away from the ears, getting that lovely stretch. Deep breaths. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Bringing the hand back in towards the face. Inhale, bringing both hands forward. Walk the hands slightly in front of you to help you lift back up. Amazing. And bringing the knees back in so that they're hip distance. Inhale, tuck the tailbone under. Push the back into a nice cat pose. Good. We're going to tuck those back toes. And we've not done loads with the hamstrings. So let's find that downward dog. Take your time, lift up and shift the weight back. There's our little hello of those hammies. So take your time. Maybe a little bit of wiggle with the hips. Drawing in from your core as you shift back. Breathing in. Breathing out. We've done lots of twists. Building into that side body. The upper body. Trying to just get that whole body. Maybe really push the toes in here so you can get a nice little toe stretch. 3, 2, nice one, everybody. That first downward dog, take it for whatever you need it. And 1, good. Coming to a little bit of stillness, maybe really bend those knees. If you want to hop, if the hop feels good, go for it. If stepping forward feels better, I always find a step feels really good at the beginning for me. And then hang down, just feeling out any extra tightness. The backs of those legs, the glutes, just kind of checking on that part of the body. This forward fold is so good for that. Grabbing opposite elbows and maybe taking that lovely little side movement. I always really feel the tightness in my glutes, especially on this side when I wiggle. 3, different for everybody's bodies too. And 1, I tell you what, forward fold can tell you loads, right? All about just giving you information about you and your body in this moment. Inhale, let's find your halfway lift. So bringing the hands up, maybe straightening a little bit of those legs. Things are still feeling tight. Fingertips forward if you like, but remember to draw that chest forward. And then bend the knees deep, scooping it wide. Inhale, little back bend. And as we exhale, tucking under, thumbs come in. And breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Let's take one more deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale and exhale. Awesome. All right, let's do a little flow here. Let's get a little further into those hamstrings. Let's use it to get the body warmed up. And then we're going to build in a flow with a little side angle option. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Good. Feeling where you need to feel it, reaching forward. Feel that forward fold and then bending down. Feel over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Holding here. Chest drawing forward wherever you are. Hands can be whichever feels good. Bending the knees deep. Take your big scoop. I like to build into it. This gives us some time to work a little bit more on those hamstrings. Tuck it under. And exhale. Good. Nice and strong. Inhale. Second one. Reaching up. Let's hold the forward reach. So reaching forward, hinge at the hips. Good. See where that's tight for you. Chest. See what's going on with the glutes. The hamstrings bending down. Fill over those toes. Inhale, halfway lift. In from your core, you choose where your hands go. Amazing, guys. Bend the knees deep, big scoop wide. Good. Little back bend. Drawing it in. Good. Inhale, reaching up. Let's flow forward and down. Halfway lift. Good. Here's where you choose. Bending the knees, the weight shifts forward, step, or hop back to your high plank. Good. You've got it. Nice and strong here. Either coming down onto the knees to lean forward or holding strong here. If you're in your high plank, drop the belly, drop the chest slightly forward and long, heels away from you, in from the core. Nice and strong. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. You can lower down by the knees, or if you wanted to work a little bit on that kind of chaturanga arms, we're going to lower down that upper body. Yogi's choice. Untuck those toes. Amazing. Inhale, roll the shoulders up and back, elbows in. Pushing into the hands, taking your version of cobra. Breathe. Shoulders draw down. Beautiful back bend, drawing down. Chest back towards the floor, pushing into the hands. We're going to lift up to tabletop. Good. This time we're going to swing. So thinking of side angle, we're going to swing that right foot back, left leg comes out, and then we're going to wiggle that right hand slightly in the middle of the mat. Good. Coming to the side. Inhale, reaching up with the left hand, maybe extending that leg up. Nice little side angle position or keeping the toes on the ground. Good. I'm going to give you another option here, bringing that leg down. So we're thinking of that left leg inhale. Let's lift it up. We're going to bend in the knee, and then I want you to step forward with it so the toes face the long edge of the mat. Yeah, so you can stay here, or you can also, let's wiggle. Find that right foot. See if you can wiggle that right foot back. The toes face the long edge, and we lift up here. You can sink down into the hips, or you can lift them up. Just see how that feels. So take that side angle there. The head can look down. Nice, beautiful. And then we're going to just slowly bring that right foot back down. The knee comes down onto the mat. Beautiful. Swing the foot back. Inhale, kicking out into the left leg. And inhale, lift it back. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly bringing the leg down. I'm going to sweep the top hand back up. Forward, both hands coming back to that lovely tabletop position. Tuck those back toes, arch the back, and bring yourself to a nice downward dog. Little sequence there today. Side angle from the knee to start for us. Good. Taking your downward dog as you like. So you can push into the toes, lift the heels, and sink it back. Working the tailbone back, shoulders down in from the core. You can walk those heels if you're like, ooh, it's still tight. You can stay in stillness or movement. Move the head in whatever way feels good, left or right, up and down. Just enjoy the magic of this stretch. Inhale, looking forward between the thumbs, coming to the tops of the toes. You choose step in or bend in and hop in forward. Bring the hands to meet. Folding down. Inhale. You choose halfway lift. Nice one. Bending in the knees. Big scoop up wide. Little back bend. And exhale, tucking under in the pelvis. Breathing in. And slowly breathing out. Nice flow, guys. Let's do it again. Other side. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Little back bend if you like, hinging at the hips. Little hold, feeling that release. Exhale down. Over the toes. Inhale, halfway lift. Yogi's choice to step and bend the knees, bring the hands forward or hop back. You can be in your plank on your knees, leaning forward with the pelvis pushing into the hands, draw in from your core, or have it more extended, heels away, pelvis drops, chest. Notice if my back is arching, it looks very different. If the chest is drawing forward, pelvis draws down, push into the hands, strong in the center. It really does shift that positioning. Good. 3, 2, 1. Yogi's choice. Lower down via the knees or push into the toes. Weights over the wrist if the upper body has the strength. Lower down. Exhale. Beautiful. Love a little cobra. Roll the shoulders up. Back. Elbows in towards the body. Lift you up. Exhale. Beautiful flow. Slowly coming down. Exhale. Good. Inhale, peeling the body up to tabletop. We're going to swing. This time it's the left foot comes back and the left hand is going to come a little bit more forward in the middle of the mat. We're going to turn and open the body. You've got it. You know where we're headed. Good. Inhale. Exhale, reaching up, holding or bringing the toe down. Good. Finding that strength, drawing under. So tuck under in the glutes, strengthening in the core, feeling that strengthening in the leg. Good. If you feel comfortable, we're going to bend that knee. We're going to bring it forward. The toes face forward. So you can stay here, lifting up. Again, hand on hip. Maybe this is where we stay. You want to play with a little bit of balance. Remember that front hand can be on a fist as well, or down if the wrists feel comfortable. You can wiggle that back foot, maybe extend it out. And bring it on the outside edge of the leg. You can lift up, you can dip down or lift, whatever feels good. Breathing in and out, just playing a little bit with that balance. Having that leg forward feels quite nice. A little bit of support. 3, 2, and when it's just easy to bring that back knee down, you've got it. Swing that front hand forward, sorry, bringing that knees back together so that you're in tabletop position. Arch the back in cat pose, tuck those back toes and lift that to your downward dog. Nice one. Hands wide, working and using downward dog as a lovely moment to find some deep breaths, a little reset, maybe seeing where you want to move, pushing again, lifting in the heels and dropping them down, holding it in stillness, draw the shoulders away, can wiggle still, bending the knees. Your downward dog, your time, make it what your body needs. In here, we're going to look forward, softening in the face, come up to the tops of the toes, step or hop forward if that energy is there, fold down. Inhale, halfway lift. Good, bending in the knees and swinging the hands up. Little back bend, and exhale, tuck in under in the pelvis. Thumbs in. Beautiful, team. All right, we're going to do one more flow with the option to go into full side plank. But if that doesn't feel good today for the body, keep it down. Do any of the options from the knee. So either one knee on the ground, maybe 1 foot forward. Just take whatever feels good. I'll kind of try to build the class in so you can choose what you want when we get to this point. Are you ready? Deep breath with me in through the nose. And exhale. Just really let it go. Such a lovely, stretchy, strengthening session. Inhale. Just letting that last little bit. Last push. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Pull down over the toes. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, bending at the knees. You step or hop back into your high plank here. Now, this is where we're going to kind of go. So everybody come down onto the knees for me. We're going to move from here instead into our side planks. So option 1, if you'd like to do it from the knees, swing that left foot back and open it up. If you'd like to come from a little bit higher from that plank pose, so we're thinking it is like side plank, we shift the heels over towards the left-hand side. That might be enough for us to push into the hands. If you still wanted to play with it, you bring the feet a little bit more in line and see if you could peel the right hand up, turning the body to face the side and lifting in those hips. Good. Remembering you can balance the feet on each other. If that feels way too much, just come back and come back and bring the knee down or bring 1 foot forward. There's that pose we were just in. 3. Nice one, everybody. 2. Lifting. And 1. Slowly bringing that hand down, rotating the toes back forward. Good. Inhale. We're going to slowly come back down onto the mat. Lower the chest down. Pull the shoulders up. Find that lovely cobra. Lifting up and bringing it down. Inhale, peel the body up to tabletop. Tuck the toes and lift up to your downward dog. Breathe with me. Inhale, we're going to flow a little quicker. Look forward between the thumbs, tops of the toe step or hop. You've got it. Hanging in that forward fold. Find your halfway lift. Bend the knees deep. Scoop it wide, lifting. Little back bend. Exhale. Thumbs in. Just going to take 1 deep breath here and keep her flowing. Inhale. And exhale. Let's do it. Inhale, reaching up. Good. Exhale, hinging at the hips, folding forward, fold down over the toes. Halfway lift. You know where we're headed, we're going to find that plank. So bending in the knees, hands come forward, step or hop back. Good. Finding plank. Everybody to the knees to start. If you're going to come from the knees for your side plank, swing that right foot back And take it here, whatever variation that you want. If not, let's come up to that lovely strong plank. Good. Feeling strong, chest is drawn forward, heels away. Drop the heels over towards the right hand side. That front hand should be a little bit further away, not quite in line with the shoulder, a little bit wider, and maybe coming into that position to the side. Lifting into the hips, lifting up. Maybe seeing if the feet want to balance. If they don't, bring that left foot forward. All is good. See what feels good for you today. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Slowly, everybody turning to face the front. Slowly lowering down in your way towards the mat. Untuck the toes. Exhale. Breathing in. Let's find our last little cobra. Lifting up. Yogi's choice, how high or low. Keep those elbows drawing in towards the side body. Exhale. Inhale, peeling that body back up. Finding your downward dog. And hold. Find some breath here. Inhale. Let's look forward between the thumbs, coming to the tops of the toe step or hop. You've got it. Pulling down. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, breathing in. Nice deep bend. You got it. Back bend. And thumbs come in, tucking under. Let's hold. Maybe close the eyes and take a few deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. Inhaling again and exhaling. Invite you just to close the eyes and just enjoying your Tadasana here. Drawing in from the core, shoulders dropping down. Feel the lower body tightening, squeezing into the glutes, really drawing in the center of the body. Strong, feeling tall. As if I'm just drawing you up from the crown of the head. Just enjoying that lovely strong stance. Feeling the warmth of the face. Maybe you can feel a little bit of the heart rate, little shift in the body. Inhale and exhale with me through the mouth. Awesome. Let's rub those hands together, just feeling that movement. I'm going to bring the hands so that they cover the eyes, just so you can feel that little bit of warmth, and then begin to wiggle the eyelids open. Good. Just going to face forward here. Welcome to change your position if it's easier, depending on your mat. We're going to interlace the fingers. We have a well-deserved little bit of time to reset in those wrists, especially after putting the weight on them in that side plank. Nice work, everyone, today. Good. Allowing the forearms to rub. 4. Nice one. 3. Deep breath in and out. 2. And 1. Lovely. Separating the hands. This time we're going to just find a little fists and roll those wrists. Take your time. If it feels a little bit tender, deep breaths in and out for 4. Nice one, everybody. 3, 2, and 1. Good. We're going to open and close those fingers. 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. And this time we're just going to swing the hands. I want you to imagine you're swinging them out and then across, out and then across. And then see if you can twist a little bit more as you swing them a little bit wider. Just twisting the body. You can shift the weight if you want. Lifting a heel if you like. Just getting that little bit of movement, a little bit of a reset. If you wanted to just lift the hands up and give yourself those hugs, you can. Lift the hands up towards the shoulders. Nice. Lifting that back heel as you wiggle around. Amazing, everybody. Inhale and exhale. 4. Really went for it. Lost my balance. 3. Feels good, doesn't it? I love these like really flowy, loose movements, especially at the end. 2. And 1. Good, coming back to center, back to stillness, shake it all out. Wiggle the hands down and shake them up over the head. And wiggle the hands down and shake them up over the head. And wiggle them down and up over the head. Next time we're gonna wiggle them down and keep wiggling up. So just changing that movement in the shoulders. Nice wiggle in the hands. Breathing with me, 3, 2, and 1. Good, hands on the hips, we're gonna shake. We're gonna roll those ankles, hold on if the kind of balance feels off, and you can give her a little shake. Roll the ankle, give it a little shake. Shaking out all that muscles, the work that we did other side. Good, a little roll of the ankle, little shake. Roll the ankles, little shake. Good. Oh, beautiful. Inhale, shake the hands up. Wiggle, breathing down. Exhale, hands come back, and then keep that forward fold. Bring the hands forward, coming to elephant. Awesome. Get yourself to a nice little upright position for me. Have a little drink. Ah, cheers, everybody. Feeling good. Let's release a little bit in the face and the forehead, and then make our way down to Shavasana this morning. Oh, thank you so much for meeting me today on the mat. I really do look forward to Sunday. So we're going to bring the pointer finger and the middle finger just in between the eyebrows and just see if you can take a little bit of that movement up and around. Really notice, feel like I freshly put on my moisturizer, but sometimes it feels a little drier in the summer. Just notice kind of where your head's at. Don't be afraid to give it a little bit of a push. And when you get into those temples, find some really nice circles. Just trying to engage in relaxing the muscles, relaxing in the mind. Good. Maybe again, coming between the eyebrows, just pushing up. Deep breaths. 3, 2, and 1. I quite like taking little circles at the top of the jaw. Just a little reminder, maybe moving the jaw, coming down. Nice one. Finding that little bit of release that works for you. Feeling around the face. And exhale, good. And then top of the nose, we're just going to bring it down and around. Beautiful. It is hay fever season. There's actually lots of colds and going around. So just feel around based on what you need. Those big circles around the nose, the lower part of the nostrils, all great for you, for the sinus. Amazing. Just stop for a minute when you feel ready. You kind of feel like you've let that release, breathing in with me and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. Amazing. We'll take a moment to stop. Find a bit of stillness. Well done for today, meeting me, meeting us, meeting yourself, having a bit of space and time to check in. Invite you just to slowly begin to lower yourself into your favorite Shavasana. Getting yourself cozy and quiet, rested and relaxed. Just stop. Softening in the forehead one last little bit of time, releasing the creases alongside the eyes, and just melting into the floor. Breathing in, breathing out. Taking a little body scan, relaxing in all aspects of the forehead, the eyelids, the jaw, the neck, the shoulders, the elbows, the wrists,
the fingers, palms. Allowing the center of the body and the breath to soften, releasing anything you're holding in the glutes. Allowing the lower body from the hips to the knees to the ankles, releasing in the arches and tracing every single toe. Just stop. Breathing in, breathing out. We approach summer solstice. It's a little poem. It's called Summer Solstice. Anonymous writer. Summer solstice, halfway between the year's bookends of cold, life flowing through the trees and grass and flowers, the breeze alive with insect air traffic, days stretching out into what will be night by the time the year ends. If only I could hit pause and make the summer last forever. You're one of those people who really leans into summer. It's one of your favorites. As we enter, just soak up every moment, enjoying each week, each hot day, and the time to really get outside and be mindful. I wish you a beautiful week ahead, beautiful day. Namaste, and thank you for meeting me this morning. Genuinely love you all dearly.